Welcome back. Yes, welcome back to Origami Snowman. How are you today? How is my good little boy? Okay, sorry, that was weird. Welcome back. Hi. I'm growing some melons. Things are going well. I've laid out some. Hang on 1 second. I'm good now. Awesome, just blew out my throat, but that's totally fine. Probably not the worst thing that'll happen in this video. I've laid out some of these experimental, areas, little gardens to see what promotes growth the best. The checkerboard looking thing, not working great. This, though, it's like a spiral layout, and it seems like it's working okay. It's got some melon growth. It's promising. This, I don't know what this is. I just kind of went a little rogue. It seems like it's doing all right. Not quite as well as this. I didn't even count. I'm eyeballing it. That might be the exact same number. Here's another weird layout. It seems like it is also doing very well. So I learned something. Melons only grow onto grass or dirt. They will not grow onto stone. They're very stubborn. I get it. I didn't know that. That would have been something that a quick Google search would have turned up, but I didn't want to Google anything. I just was, I like to do my own research, so that's what I discovered. I don't know what I'm going to do with this yet. I honestly, I don't have any kind of scientific plan. I just wing it, and I try to, make fancy patterns. This pattern, this is just like a little dartboard type target area. It's not looking too great either. And the question begs, is this even the most efficient layout? Is like the standard space around the sunken area, the waterlogged area? Oh, hi. Yep. I appreciate your enthusiasm, but not now. Is this the most efficient layout? For growth, sure, but what about for harvesting? When I'm trying to grow berries, because that's a really easy crop to grow. That's what I should be growing. Those things that you can't stop those things from growing. This is what I do. I have it too high, and I have the berries grow up here, because otherwise you run into them and they hurt you. And so you can just go along here and harvest them, right? So I thought maybe I'd try that with melons. I've got some waterlogged blocks, so we're just gonna go ahead and keep those covered, just for the sake of I don't know what. Once they start to grow, we're gonna see how it harvests. Just run along here and and get a bunch of melons. But I just did that, so they're not really eager to grow yet. So here's the other thing: storage. Storage. Yeah, I got some horses too. They're not doing anything. They just stand there. And yeah, these guys. Oh yeah, there was an incident that I'd rather not talk about. That is my second dog. I'll just put it that way. I've got enough stacks of wood to make enough chests. I did math. It took a long time, and there was a lot of scrap paper and calculators, and I got a 13-year-old involved. They seem to know what they're doing, so why not put them in on this project? So I calculated that I need 289.4 double chests. That's 289 double chests and 80% of a regular size chest. We've got 6 double chests so far, and then I'm going to build out this. I kind of want to. I don't. This is boring, right? It's narrow. I'm not happy with this. I actually literally feel claustrophobic when I walk through here. So what I think I want to do is I want to open this whole area up and make like catacombs. And have fun with it. Make it actually decorate it. So just a little dark, a little dreary, a little bit gloomy. I think that could be fun. Also, boom, look at that. Look at that. That is, wait, hang on, almost there. Now it's a full chest. No, a full double chest of melons. 288.4 to go. I have a lot of work to do, in spite of all the work that I feel like I've already done. Harvest. And this is inefficient. It's really a huge pain in the butt. It's just a grind back and forth and back and forth and back and forth and back and forth. And I forget what I'm doing, and my brain is just in this repetitive loop. and I kind of go numb from the brain down, and nobody sees me for days. My wife, she sends people out looking for me, and my kids forget who I am. So I need to maybe do something a little more efficient. Again, I don't know if I want to do a redstone automated farm thing. Good Lord, I am talking a lot. It wouldn't hurt if you contributed a little bit. Discovered something else. Hang on, give me 1 second to get some things and I'll show you. I've learned something interesting. And look at me bone mealing this stalk right here. Ooh, just going to town. Yeah, look how great it's doing. It will bone meal up to a certain point, and then no mas. You can only bone meal up to a certain point. You can't just start shooting out melons like crazy with bone meal. I don't know why. I was going to build right on top of my house. I was going to build a mob spawner stretching way up into the heathens. However, I don't need bone meal. Boy, I haven't done much in this video at all, have I? Just walked around, talked and things. That can't be fun to watch. You know what? You guys can watch me mine some melons. That'll be fun, right? Yeah, this is not like a real efficient way. I've spent probably the last 2.5 days sitting in a chair in my bedroom, listening to podcasts, listening to the Misfits, listening to Blackalicious, listening to the Mountain Goats, just letting my mind melt. And while, hey, I love it, it's fun, it does not make for good content. Me drooling on myself, which is why I don't actually film myself, because that's you put a camera on me for any length of time, you're gonna see something gross. Hopefully you guys think of this as like an ASMR kind of thing, where my voice is soothing and not at all creepy. And now I'm freaking myself out. Okay, here's the thing. It's gonna get awkward. You're gonna walk in front of me. Eventually someone's gonna get hit with an axe and somebody else is gonna get spit on, and man, then we're gonna have trouble. So why don't you guys keep your distance? I've already checked out your wares. I am not interested in anything you have to trade, sir. He walked away. He's not even listening. Look at him over there. Ugh. That's why he doesn't get any sales. He's not persistent. An iron farm would be nice, but I don't know how to make that. Like, I have genuinely no idea. But I know you can get iron sometimes. Sometimes you get iron from a mob spawner. Do I want to dance with death? I think I kind of do. I think I really do. I'm going to build my mob spawner using a combination of a very rare block, actually 2 very rare blocks, called dirt and cobblestone. You're going to have to Google that. It's a pretty deep dive. I'm going to be honest. I don't necessarily remember how to do this. This is going to take a minute. I'm going to do you all a big ol' favor, and I will come back later. Okay, so I don't know where I left off. I could go back and I could check my footage, but I don't really remember. But I do know I had planted a lot of these guys, and I had planted a lot of these guys, and I had not built that yet. Let me go empty my inventory down here into my double chests here. Oh wait, that one's full. Sorry. And then I could. Oh wait, hang on, that one's full. Sorry, my bad. Oh, okay, nope, that one's full. Sorry. Eesh. Okay. Oh gosh, that one's also very full. Okay, this one. There we go. Okay, so I built a mob spawner. I built it right on top of my base because I thought that was pretty well positioned to be far enough away from, other spawn points and such and things and whatnots, like one does. But then a passenger on my bus, Kellen, she's a bit of a genius because she said, hey, if your mob spawner works, how are you ever going to sleep if you built it right on top of your house? Because you can't sleep when monsters are nearby. That was a pretty good point.
Lucky for me, the mob spawner doesn't really work very well. I found monsters in it precisely twice. Kellen's observation did kind of give me reason to think about maybe rethinking. Now, why would I rethink when the first time I thought didn't do me any good? I don't know. Ooh, hey, there's something dying down there. Why not just build it higher? That's what I came up with. That's my brilliant plan. I'm gonna use this as a base for my mob spawner. I'm gonna build it rail up high, way up high, because then guess what? Two things. One, monsters. It can work really, really well. Nothing can spawn, really far away. Nothing can spawn. That's good news. But even if it works really, really well, it'll be far enough away from my bed that I can sleep. And if a creeper ends up getting loose or seeing me or doing whatever and exploding, I haven't destroyed my house. So that is the plan, to build a mob spawner right on top of this handy dandy mob spawner. So that's what I'm going to do next. Probably not this episode. I've been harvesting the crap out of these melons. They've been growing like really well and doing awesome. I hate coming all the way over here and harvesting these. It's time consuming and dumb. Everything is time consuming and dumb. This whole plan is time consuming and dumb. These are growing really well over here, and these are growing really whatever fine okay over here. And remember, I had this experiment over here that I wanted to try out. I've tried this a couple times. Let me show you how it works. And then I come along here and I go there, and then along here. We'll just high speed this. It's kind of sloppy. It only sort of half works. And then I gotta jump back. Oops. Then I gotta jump up here, and I keep stepping them. And I keep stomping on my crops, cromping on my stops. And so anyway, I don't know that this is any more efficient or any more like helpful than any other method of melon farming, other than maybe like a big old automated thingamajig. And honestly, I would have more luck harvesting 1,000,000 melons in real life than trying to figure out the redstone involved in an automated farm. So what I did, I flattened this whole area out up here because I was bored. I planted a whole load of melons over here. So these have been growing really, really well, and I've been harvesting them. I mean, you saw I've got 4 double chests full, and then a 5th well on its way. That's not too shabby, right? That's okay, but it is very, very time intensive and very mind numbing. And in roughly 6 months, I should have met my goal. Hope you're still watching. I think it is in my best interest to find that Fortune 3 axe and maximize my harvesting potential, because I pointed out earlier that when you're working with quantities like this, every little bit helps. It multiplies and it trickles down and it makes a huge difference. So I think and I'm also not very careful. I don't know if you've noticed, there's massive gaps in my rows, my melon rows, but that's whatever. It's fine. I will go through as it deteriorates and I will fix it back up. But right now I don't feel like doing that. So this is really the end of this episode for right now. I'm gonna get to work on that mob spawner and try to come up with a plan for that Fortune 3 axe, and just try to maximize my melonization or melonize my maximize. I don't know. I've been sick. It's been a rough week. I mentioned I'm a school bus driver. Well, I'm also a trainer. I train people how to drive buses, and I've been working with one particular trainer for quite some time now. And today was her test day, and she passed her test, and I'm so excited. But I've also been very sick and unable to take time off because we've been putting in a lot of extra time this week trying to make sure she knew all the stuff she needed to know. Have you ever parallel parked a bus? Yeah, it's not as easy as it looks. Actually, it's quite a lot easier than it looks. I could probably parallel park a bus easier than I could parallel park a car. When you back into another car with a school bus, that car moves. So you basically just you make your own space is how that works. That's not true. That's not true. If I let that get out, they won't let me teach people how to drive a bus anymore. So I just made that up. That's a lie. All right. That's the end of the episode. Thanks for watching. Hopefully when I come back, I will sound less gross. I mean, a little gross, just less than I do now. All right. Thanks for watching. Bye.